Here's a quick little tutorial on how to prepare files for the media player that's connected to the television set on the Podium that's set in a vertical orientation. So for this example, I'm going to take this image from the Legacy exhibition and format it and export it correctly for that Podium. But first, just a little bit about this setup. So the normal television orientation is horizontal, and it's 1920 pixels horizontally by 1080 pixels vertically. But since this is turned vertically, the orientation is 1080 by 1920. So just keep that in mind when we change the size of this and adjust the size of the image. So let's go back to the image here. And we have this image. So 1920 by 1080 is a 16 by 9 ratio. So you may have heard that in terms of television, 16 by 9. So 16 by 9 is the ratio you want. So what we're going to do first, we're going to go up to a toolbar and grab the crop tool. You can do that by pressing C. Up here in the options panel, you'll see that you have these adjustments here. So if you select ratio, you can input 16 by 9 in that space, or it even has that available 16 by 9. But if we do that, you're going to see the normal ratio of a television set that's 16 by 9 vertical. We need to change that. So if we go back to ratio, we can change those numbers here to 9 and the other one to 16. And what that does is that gives you the correct vertical ratio of that television. So now I can grab this and move the image around, or I can shrink this down. So let's say I wanted the edge of Maida's face there, like that. So I would adjust the crop, and I would select return to select that. So now I've got my image. So let's say I wanted a logo on there as well. I have another logo PNG with transparency there. I can grab that and move that around and change the size of that accordingly by forming it. So I want to put it there. And I would adjust my image to make it look like I want it in this kind of format. And that's how we want it to look on the Podium. Now, in order to make this simple, when you are selecting it on the media player, what we want to do is we want to export this in a way that you don't have to mess with the settings on the media player. So what we're going to do is go to image and image rotation. In that menu, you're going to see these rotations. Now, depending on the direction of the television set, whether it's turned up on its left side or up on its right side, you need to rotate the image accordingly. What I've done in the past is I've just rotated the image both ways, put them on a thumb drive, and then selected the one that's right side up. And once you have it in your head which way the TV is oriented, then you can do that later on. So I'm going to select 90 degrees clockwise, and that's going to rotate that like this. So now we have an image that, if the TV were horizontal, would look like this. So we're just going to export that, and that is rotated to the right. So I'm going to go to File, Export, Export As. I'm going to use a JPEG here. The quality on the television is going to be fine. I'm going to export as a JPEG. We can change this width if you want to be sure that it's going to fill the screen. The width there would be, there's that number, 1920. And if I click off of that, you're going to see that that's going to jump just about to the right number, and that's okay. The TV will adjust. You won't notice a pixel difference. Yeah. So I'm going to come export this. I'm going to name that. Let's call this Legacy Image Write. Export it to the desktop like that. Now if I go to open that file from my desktop, you're going to see that it is in the correct format. So when I select that on the media player to then play it, to set it as an image, and what you do is you select that image and set it to repeat or show that image, and it should just stay on that image. And that's how you format these correctly. So I would then go back and do this again and do a legacy image left, and I would just select the one that looked right on the podium. I hope this helps you do that. If you wanted to do a video, then we would do a similar thing in Premiere. We would format the video in a vertical orientation and then rotate the entire thing and export that as a video for the podium there, and then repeat that on the media player.